my favorite stories about you. Karan Johar told me this. When Abbas Mastan came to offer you...
No, it's not true. It's not true.
Is it not true?
It's not true. I've repeated
this
it.
This is an urban legend about you?
Yeah, it's not true. It's not true.
Okay, but can I say it anyway because it's so funny?
Yeah, please say it.
They came to offer you players which starred Sonam and you said, क्या मैं सोनम का बाप लगता हूँ?
नहीं, सोनम का बाप तो अभी भी नहीं लगता.
This is true.
Yeah.
But Anil, there is so much conversation about your fitness, about how good you look, about how now you're called, wherever I see you mentioned on the net, it's evergreen. That's the word that goes before evergreen, Anil Kapoor. But you've always said, the irony of this is, you've said when you started, people were not so impressed with the way you looked. Yeah. And you said that I had to have amazing discipline.
Yeah.
Because nobody was talking about your charisma or your presence or your personality. Do you think it's this discipline which has brought you this far?
Yeah. I was called boring. I was called pakao. I was called, both asked too many questions and, But I think now, I think that I'm reaping the harvest for that, So I kept myself alive mentally and physically and worked hard. Still working very hard, working harder than I used to work.
Really?
Yeah. And I got a great team around me. I'm very blessed. All these things matter a lot. So, surrounding great children, fantastic children. Nobody's my fan. I'm not their fan. So, कोई किसी का फैन नहीं.
तो घर पे ऐसे नहीं है कि सब एक दूसरे को कॉम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं?
कुछ नहीं ऐसा.
बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
बिल्कुल नहीं है. Obviously, I'm sure that's there in every family. But this is genuinely where at least so this is concerned. So I think somewhere all these things really helped me. Yeah. For me, it's not a 100-meter dash. For me, it's a marathon, and that's what it is. And I still maintain it even after being in this line business for more than 43 years now. For me, it's a marathon, never a 100-meter dash.
And you're still going.
Yep.
But Anil, in this marathon, you've also seen your share of failure. I mean, I remember Root Ki Rani, which was the most expensive film being made at that time, and didn't open, was a disaster. Yeah. Something like Lamhe, which is such a fantastic film, and now we all look at it and say, my God, look at how ahead of its time it was. Didn't work then. Parinda didn't work at that time. Now everybody speaks about it as a cult film. So what have you understood about how to process failure? कभी ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि picture flop हुई और you were very sad, you were depressed?
I became aggressive, more aggressive.
Really?
Yeah, I became more aggressive, and I said I became more aggressive. I said I'm going to work harder, and I would learn from those mistakes, and try to learn and make fresh mistakes. Yeah. So that was it is. I didn't sulk or half an hour, maximum 1 hour.
Dil pe kabhi nahi liya.
Sometimes between 8 and 10 in the night, 10 o'clock go to sleep, get up in the morning, back to normal. So maximum 2-3 hours.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah.
That's so wonderful.
ये नहीं कि बैठे मैं बिस्तर पे लेटे हैं. नहीं, आजकल मैं बहुत लो हूँ यार. मेरे दूसरों को लो करो, खुद को लो ना. Stress लो नहीं दो.
Actually, tell me, now that there's so many actors in the family, right? You've got 3rd generation actors, Janvi, 4th generation Shania. Do you, when you're together, acting की बातें होती हैं? Do you exchange sort of notes, or is everybody on an individual path?
See, now nobody has got time. So it's a big thing that everybody's there. Someone or the other, अगर 10 हैं तो 3-4 तो missing रहते हैं.
Right.
Because someone or the other is busy.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, whatever they. I'm the busiest, but.
That's right. It's not like you have time either.
Yeah. So let me come to that.
Achha, but are you honest with each other in your praise or in your criticism? If you like something Sonam did or Arjun did or Janvi did, will you pick up a phone and say, well done or not so well done?
You can't be that honest.
You can't.
You can't be that honest. I'm being very honest by saying that you can't be that honest. But what I do is at that time when the film is at the time, I say what I have to say. because it's a very fragile moment.
Yeah.
But when the time is right, then
you share.
Then I share. So there are certain fragile moments, then you have to be a little sensitive because you know everybody's worked very hard. And sometimes, you know, it's so, and a sensible person really understands it also. And then, of course, जब मौका मिलेगा तो बातचीत होगी, कोई पूछेगा तो क्या है, तो then
you speak your
I
mind.
can say,
Yeah.
I think that's the right way to do it.